I come out to show you the peaceful sunset. That dog's been on since 5 o'clock. It's now 7:45. It was the same yesterday. We've had a bit of a day. Mark had his anaesthetist appointment. I can see there's a cat on the wall. Had his anaesthetist appointment and we sat. It was due at 11. We're still sitting there at 11:30. I see you. What are you doing up there? Huh? You're not upsetting that dog. Have you been on the roof? She goes up on that roof. That might have started the dog off. Yeah, so we sat and waited and there were people in the room, not customers. A couple of people, well, the anaesthetist we later discovered, and another employee. So eventually we got called in. Used to be peaceful living here. And we seem to have lost the blood test that Mark had done to say what blood group he is. And that was back in the beginning of July, I think he had that done. And it's not in the dossier, and he took charge of he didn't take charge of the dossier, I didn't take charge of it, which is very unusual for me, because I am normally the boss, and I didn't. And now we can't find the results of that blood test. So I'm going to go to the laboratory tomorrow, see if they've got a copy of it. If they haven't, we've got a doctor's appointment, both of us, Tuesday for repeat prescription, so we'll just get another blood test done. So then we'd booked a table at a local restaurant, really nice food in there. And we got there at 12:15, which is a normal time. And the service was so slow, which is so unusual. Normally it's fine. Normally we have... the service is fine normally. And I just think that I get the feeling that they were short-staffed. And yes, what you doing? Huh? So yeah, we waited and waited. The food when it came was lovely, which is what we come to expect. A couple of things on the formule de midi were not things I would choose, so we went for the a la carte, and I had sea bass tartare, and Mark had foie gras. I don't like foie gras. It looked nice what he had. Yeah, he had foie gras, and our main was fish and chips. We didn't recognise the name of the fish, and I thought it was probably skate wing. And it said it was fish and chips anglais. And it was amazing. It really was as good as fish and chips that you'd have in a good fish and chip shop. Beautifully cooked fish. Either of us couldn't eat all the chips. And then we waited for dessert. And I'd ordered a Café Gourmand at the last minute. I don't normally bother with dessert, but I thought I would. And Mark had ordered some peach thing. And we waited. And in the end, we were meant to be at art, and it was already... So we'd been there by 12:15, and it was now 5 to 2, which is so unusual. Normally we're in and out by, in an hour. In most restaurants, an hour and 10 minutes, and this was just going on and on. So in the end, we got up and went and paid and said, we can't wait for dessert. It's too late. And I think that I mean, you know, he was fine, and he, you know, I apologised and whatever, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but I think that they're overstretched. So there were quite a few servers, but they hadn't got food to serve. But it was a lovely meal, so we were knackered. So then we had to stop. I had to get money, and then we got home and changed quickly, and then carried on to art and got there, well, no, 3/4 of an hour late. Had a nice time there, but we were late. Then came home and collapsed with cake because we didn't have dessert. And I bought, I think that's the donkey I can hear now. I bought pain au almond, which is yesterday's croissant or pain au chocolat, full of almond paste covered in almonds and icing sugar. It's really, you know, really sugar spiking, insulin spiking, but really nice. But it's you just get what you get. So sometimes you'll just get the croissant. But today it was a pain au chocolat, so I was really happy with that. So that was that. So we've had a bit of a nap. And we've had a good search through the house for the blood test. Can't find it. Yeah, so a bit of a busy day. Hopefully there won't be any consequences for me again. I think I'm on top of it now, though. I'm not gonna push myself. I made another loaf of bread finished another loaf of bread last night, and I'll start another one tomorrow because I do want to start putting some in the freezer. So I've got some in the freezer. I've decided that I want to make a bigger one, the 500 something, some light flashing at me. I realise there's a security camera over there. I'm thinking, what's that flashing? Yeah, I want to up the ingredients a bit because I'd like to make something bigger. A 500 gram loaf's a bit too small. Slices is a bit too small. So that's that. Okay, I'm going in now. I think the sunset's more or less over, apart from down there, down the valley. I don't think it comes out as well on the camera as it is in real life. So, yeah. Okay, bonne nuit. Bonne soirée.